Ladies and gentlemen, I am Melvin Banks,
And this is EO,
and we are the
the
Carbonation
Carbonation
Conversation,
Conversation.
reviewing WWE's Elimination Chamber. To be honest, we were going to do Monday Night Raw, but then obviously, the Elimination Chamber happened, so we decided to poo-poo the Monday Night Raw review and talk about Elimination Chamber. Now, I will say this. I finished watching it this morning, and when I text you, I was done and we can record in 10 minutes. That was before the Cody Rhodes thing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about the Cody Rhodes thing. So that's why I took a little extra time. I was like stalling so I could watch it, uh doing what basically just finished watching. Now, uh I'm trying to let me see. Okay, it was in 2000. Okay. So first of all, this Elimination Chamber, what do you rate it? You
I
know,
give it a all around. It
I
was
guess 1 to 10,
yeah,
or
all around. I mean, plus the ending, I give it an eight.
yeah, okay. I said 1 to 10, and you said I give it an A.
Eight. I said eight.
Oh, an eight. Oh, okay,
Yes.
my bad. Maybe my
Ocho. Ocho. No.
yeah. Can you hear me good? I just want to
Yeah,
ask.
they're
Okay,
pretty
I just
loud.
want to make sure. Okay, cool. Um, but yeah, oh yeah, I'm in the 8, 9 range. It was really good. I have no complaints about it, but I guess we should talk about the elephant in the room. And where I was looking on my phone for a second, you know what? Let me put that on vibrate just in case some things happen. Um, Hulk Hogan, Bash at the Beach, NWO. They say it was in 2000. Devastating, right? Like people were throwing garbage in the trash, right? I mean
In the
garbage in the
ring, yeah.
ring. It was clearly devastating. And as I'm watching this men's elimination chamber match, I was figuring out when it was just Seth Rollins. First of all, I was like, oh my God, are they gonna do Logan Paul and just make this a spectacle in Vegas? And when he got eliminated, I was like, oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. And then when it was just Seth, Cena, and Punk, I was like, obviously, I'm pretty sure Seth is going to get eliminated because the hype thing is Cena versus Punk, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, how can this work? I'm like, man. I heard CM Punk recently talking about interviews when everybody asks him this main event WrestleMania question now. He responds now, he loves the story of the chase more than now in his life actually main eventing WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So hear that coming out of his mouth. I have been like, oh, yeah, and that does make sense. Even Undertaker says, I was always good on the chase. When I was a champion, I was a champion. But the chase getting to the title, like that was
Yeah.
my thing.
Yeah.
And so I was already not really looking at Punk going to WrestleMania, but my God, when it was just Cena Punk, I was like, here it is. Here it is. It's right there. Cody and CM Punk could tell such a compelling story. Headed into they've been in AEW. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's right there. And then it happened. I completely forgot about Seth Rollins. Completely. And that curve. So I was like, oh my God. And what was so crazy was when I saw Cena drag him, I was like, oh, okay. He's doing something a little, you know what I'm saying? He's taking it. I've never seen John Cena take advantage. So that was my first. Oh, so after he won and when Cody came out, I thought Cody was going to be a little bit, yeah, you won, but I didn't really like the way you won. But he wasn't.
Yeah.
I was shocked that he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And, obviously the handshake and then the whole rock thing. And then, yeah, So what are we getting? Are we getting a Homelander? Not Homelander. Homelander's from The Boys, right? Is
Yeah,
Homelander from The Boys?
yeah.
What's John Cena's character on the HBO show?
I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, but I've never seen it, but I know you've at least seen season one. But yeah, I forget this name. Are we getting that guy? Because as soon as that happened, I went from damn. And I'm pretty sure I even saw, like, even when John Cena was pinning CM Punk, I could tell that he was telling him something. And it was probably like, thanks, man. I know, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
thank you. But
But yeah,
when the
when he won, and Cody Rhodes was coming out, I called. I was like, "Oh, it's the heel turn." Fucking Renee was like, "Shut the fuck up," and
Yeah,
then
really?
oh
So you
yeah, yeah,
called it?
yeah. So
Oh wow.
when he came out, like, why would John Cena be out there for the Rock and
Yeah, yeah.
Cody Rhodes thing? So I'm like, something's gonna happen. I'm like, oh, this is it, the big heel
Yeah,
turn. I
halfway
saw.
through it, I did started thinking that. I'm not gonna lie. It was like 10%. You know, it was going like 1%. Okay, he's out there. And Cody Rhodes, you know what I'm saying? He can be a great heel, but I didn't think he was gonna turn.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So it's steady, my percentage of John Cena turning heel is steady increasing as I'm watching this and as I'm watching this and as I'm watching this. And all I would say is, man, my only issue with this is they need to be a faction. It needs to be some like you need to at least add a couple of young superstars to this mix. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was listening to old shoots with Kevin Nash, and Kevin Nash was like, hey, WWE owns the rights to NW. If they ever wanted to make a 2.0, I could wear a black suit and be a manager. You know what I'm saying? You know, something like create something where you can bring, because obviously, so
Well, I
you
mean,
think
this is John Cena's last year, so I
that's what
don't
I'm
know. You know what I
saying.
mean? So, like, why would make a faction for him to leave eventually?
I mean, but
You
you know,
know,
The Rock could
we'll see.
always be in control of that faction. That's it. So,
Yeah,
well,
but
I guess the bigger
Rock's
question.
not going to stay around forever either. You know,
Yeah, I'm
Rock.
not saying he should be the champion, but
Oh yeah, yeah, but yeah.
appearing like blah blah blah. But who? So, what do you think is gonna happen now, WrestleMania? Do you think John Cena is beating Cody Rhodes?
It's very possible now. Like now with that heel turn, like if it didn't happen, the heel turn, then I would say no. But now with this, I think it's very possible for it to
Okay.
happen and for him to break fucking Ric Flair's record. You know, as a heel would make it even fucking better
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
could
I
like
mean,
rub it in your face type shit. You know.
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, Cody Rhodes losing at WrestleMania to a heel John Cena just is different because we haven't seen a heel John Cena in so long. You know, so that is definitely different. I still do give Cody a good chance to win though.
Yeah, I
You
do
know,
too, but I see it more happening now that with the heel turn. Like I can
yeah,
see it.
yeah.
I can see it, you know.
I could see like the following Monday Night Raw, The Rock comes out, does a rematch, John Cena wins. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But
If it's gonna happen, might as well just let it happen at WrestleMania.
yeah, I mean that is true. That is true. Okay, so I guess we should talk about overall the Elimination Chamber. So, which was your favorite match? We had the women's opening. We had the tag team match with Nia Jackson, Trish Stratus. Then we had the unsanctioned match, and then we had the men. So, technically,
Yeah.
I believe we only have four matches here. What do you think was the best one to you?
Probably the Elimination Chamber men was probably probably the best match, but the probably overall entertaining, I guess, was the unsanctioned match because of the crazy shit that happened in there.
Okay,
You know,
man, that unsanctioned match was wild. I'm not gonna lie, and we're gonna get to that. But you know what? To be honest, I'm gonna have to go the women's elimination chamber because I thought that was better, but I was way emotionally invested in the men's elimination chamber because of
yeah.
the fact that I really want to see CM Punk to win and John Cena was there. I was way more emotionally invested. But man, them females,
But
They put
the
in,
best part of the chamber was the beginning when Jade Cargill came out and fucked Naomi up.
yeah, dude. And we can start. Let's start in the first match. Yeah, like we said, like
That
as
wasn't
soon
even
as the
part of the
match
match.
started.
So the match was one less person. So to me, that was kind of like a lot of people were like kind of tripping on that. Apparently, I was reading like, oh, it was
Oh,
really
okay,
it was one
man.
less person of in the elimination chamber because of the attack. You know.
Yeah, man, I highly enjoyed the match. I highly enjoyed the psychology. I'm just gonna continue to say it and continue to say it. Liv Morgan putting in work. I mean, it don't matter if she loses, dude. She put in work in this match, and she is has all the charisma and everything. I do love the whole Alexa Bliss moment. She seems like she has a modified version of the Abigail, Sister Abigail, where she uses it more
Yeah.
as a DDT than like front facing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It seems like
Yeah.
she raps and does that. Obviously, Bianca Belair. What can you say about her? She shines. But man, there were some moments in that match, like the whip that she
Oh
did
yeah.
with the
Her hair.
hair.
Yeah.
That was devastating.
Yep.
And yeah, I can't say like I thought that was for me. I did think that was the best match of the night. I did think the women's elimination chamber was Roxanne Perez. I don't really watch NXT. She put in work.
She did.
Um, yeah, for me, it was way better. They had more high spots. The I can name at least two. I can name a few spots from the women's elimination chamber than I can the men. Like I remember the men, like Seth Rollins running. Obviously John Cena through the window, but I remember like fucking Bianca Belair, like boom, like hitting. I think it was Alexa Bliss. She was hitting
Oh, she
her
had it was
against the
like
side
carrying
of
her and like back
the
and forth.
glass and then the chain, and then Alexa Bliss had her hair and she was knocking her back and forth against the fucking chain. It was those things I've never seen. It would they to me they stole the show. Not to, I mean, I would the close second though is that sanction match, but we're
Yeah.
gonna get to the tag team match. Did you want to say anything else about the women's elimination chamber? Did you?
No, it was
Oh,
good.
oh, I guess we
Overall,
should
I
talk
mean,
about. Go
what?
ahead.
What you gonna say?
I said I guess we should talk about Jay Cargill.
All
So
right.
is was Naomi the one who did it, or is Jay Cargill just mad because Bianca moved on and found the new tag team champion as friends?
Oh, she made it seem like Naomi's the one that did it. So it's like now it's like, did Bianca know about it? You know, that's what's in the air to me.
Yeah,
Like, is this like is it gonna come out on Monday talking about it was their idea together and she becomes heel now or some shit like
yeah.
that? That could be
I'm
another
just gonna
heel
go out
turn
on the
too.
limb. Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm just
I don't go ahead.
no. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say I think she's just jealous that they were friends.
Nah, I don't
I,
think so. I don't know. I don't why would you not attack the person that attacked you? You know?
yeah, I mean because I thought they resolved it. I thought they saw like Liv Morgan. I thought it was known that Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. I mean not Roxanne Perez, Michelle Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez. Sorry, Michelle Rodriguez. I thought it was known, like, wasn't it like 2 Monday or 3 Monday Night Raws ago where they had the footage of after?
They had the footage of them in the background. That didn't mean that they
Yeah,
did it. They didn't
and
mean that
the
they
only
did it.
reason we can speculate that it's about that is because Michael Cole and them said so. The
Right.
reason that, obviously it could
But even but
100% be.
but Liv and this girl denied it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. But I don't know. I think it's more so jealousy, but we'll see.
We'll
We'll
see.
see. I guess that'll be stay
I
tuned.
don't think it's jealousy at all. I don't think it would whoop her ass like that for jealousy. She fucked her up and took her out the match. For
Okay.
jealousy? For
Yeah,
really?
man,
No.
jealousy is a strong thing, man.
Then
Hey,
she
hey,
would fuck
people kill each other over
then
jealousy.
she would fuck up Bianca
People,
Belair.
actual stupid people kill each other over jealousy.
Okay, but this is wrestling, you
Uh,
idiot.
hey,
Come
hey, hey,
on.
they could. Hey, Really? Come on now. They've had an egg in the center of the ring and it hatched into a actual male chicken. This is wrestling.
Yeah,
Anything is
yeah, yeah,
possible.
true.
Yeah.
But come on,
Uh,
I don't see that at all.
okay, all right, all right. Well,
I
if
disagree
I'm
with you.
if I'm right, I'm right. You owe me a Coke.
If I'm right, you owe me $100. No.
See. Man. Once we start placing bets, we should start at least at a dollar. We should at least start at a dollar. Okay, so the tag team match. Trish
Yeah.
Stratus and Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax.
Worst match of the night. No.
I thought it was okay.
All right.
It was
I'm just tired of Trish Stratus too. For
you just
I
tired of
don't
yo,
want
you just want
I don't want to see
you
her no more. Done.
okay. I mean, well, she's
She's taking time. She's taking time away from young wrestlers, and the only reason they did this is because they're trying to boost this girl up with the
yeah,
belt.
Tiffany Stratton. They're
That's the
the over.
only fucking reason.
It's the
People
rub.
are in the middle with her, so they're like, "Oh, put your strategy with her." They boost her up a little bit. That's
Yeah,
only
I
reason they
mean, and
do
she's in Canada. I'm
it.
pretty sure she's got a deal at least with WWE to,
Yeah,
wrestle once or twice a year. I'm not, it was weird. The only thing I would say, I mean, obviously, to me, Nia Jax, I've become probably one of her biggest fans of late because, I feel like she does put in work. She don't have a problem losing to, um, but I will say the only thing I would have say about this match was towards the end, I don't know if Tiffany Stratus was trying to do her finisher on the other side because like Trish was kind of like laying outside, but she was in the ring still, but outside of the ropes. And I saw Tiffany Stratton fucking kick her off. Like I was like, what the fuck is that about? I was like, why? And then she went to the other side to do the moonsault on Nia Jax. But I thought that was so weird. And then they even showed the replay of her, and then they showed the replay again. She clearly kicks Trish Stratus off the mat. Like I don't know. That was just weird to me. I mean, this match was okay. If you want to say this was the weakest match of the night, it was four matches.
yeah, yeah. Of
Yeah.
course, yeah. That was a week. Yeah,
100%.
of
Yeah,
course.
I ain't gonna argue with you on that. I thought it was pretty solid. I thought it was pretty solid. The women get the wrestle.
Like I said, it was just to boost her up. This was sort of unnecessary match. There was nothing,
Yeah,
no point to the match. Every other match had a point to it. This
yeah.
was just to boost Tiffany Stratton. That's all
And
this was.
and the thing about Tiffany Stratton is she should be a heel. That's when she's best.
Yeah,
But the issue is people wanted her to get the title for so long. Now that she's a baby face, because we want to see you to get the title, even if you're a heel, you'll be cheered like a baby face, and then WWE is like, "Oh my God, we have to change you to a face now." She's
you think
kind of awkward as a face.
you think
Like I
Charlotte
love,
Flair is just gonna take it?
huh?
You think Charlotte Flair is just gonna take it at WrestleMania?
I hope not, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of these Charlotte Flair haters,
Yeah,
but and Charlotte Flair is great in wrestling. I mean, she does her thing, but man, to me she ain't got no fucking charisma. Like with all that Flair shit, with all that woo, like it for me, it's like she's playing a part. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the reasons why I like Rhea Ripley, why I like Liv Morgan. Like I feel like they act like that outside of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be their personality. But when I look at Charlotte Flair, I'm just like, you're like fucking Terminator 2. You were like
really?
designed. You know what I'm saying?
Just
Like
that.
you are like the best, probably like hands down one of the best women wrestlers ever, right? That can't be denied. But it's like, God damn, even Bret Hart had fucking more personality. Fuck.
I
That's
don't know
all I
about
feel
that one. I
now.
don't know about that one, brother.
I mean, dude, I'm steady as an adult going back in the WWE vault. They got that's a separate YouTube channel, and like then Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin rivalries when he started to turn heel, he was like what Drew McIntyre is now. He was right and he was angry. And it was so good. I was like, damn, Bret Hart wasn't lying though. He was getting screwed. But will Charlotte Flair most likely? She'll probably. I mean, should Tiffany Stratton win? She should. She should.
You
Will
should.
she?
Yeah.
I would say 60-40. Just
We'll
like
see.
that, just like Cody Johnson. I give Cody 40. I'm
Yeah.
trying to go. I have to see how it goes. And I really want to say 55, like, maybe 50-50, but it's looking like 60-40.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, Cody will have another thing to chase. It could be like, but so would John Cena make it to another WrestleMania?
I don't think so. I think it's supposed
No,
to be
no,
his
it
last. I
ends, right?
think it's supposed to be
Yeah,
his
so
last
he would have to.
WrestleMania.
So even if he's gonna have to lose before the next, because
He
you
probably
could.
win it and lose it at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, yeah, he could do that. Yeah, he could definitely do that. Because I'm like, man, you could do John Cena Cody like you did The Rock Cody, but not. I mean, sorry, like you did The Rock John Cena, but not two, not back to back. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. Like, but yeah, his career is ending before that. But okay, now we go to this fucking unsanctioned match. Okay, so I am so glad Kevin Owens won. That's
Me,
my first thing.
me too.
Uh this match was brutal. I was waiting for the blood. I was waiting for somebody to blade. I guess they saved that for Cody. They couldn't do two out
I
of
guess.
four, I guess. And not to, and not to call bullshit or anything. I mean, you want to believe the wrestlers and the commentary when they say it's a barbed wire chair and all. But I'm curious if it really was. Like, if this was AEW, I know John Moxley, sick ass.
Yeah.
That would really be barbed wire wrapped in, you know what I'm saying, wrapped in a chair. But I was just noticing, like when Sami Zayn hit him on his back, a couple of times, and then when he took that face first header, and he was holding his eye, and I was kind of looking, his eye was kind of swelling. Obviously, you hit a fucking chair, but again, barbed wires on there, so I was just waiting, at least for the blood. When Kevin Owens was hitting him with the ring thing in his face, I was waiting for the blood. But other than that, this match was, I, bro. Like, is this Kevin Owens signatures now?
Right.
Like, it reminded the only I'm pretty sure there have been more. The only It reminded me of Shawn Michaels versus Triple H, unsanctioned, when it was revealed that Triple H was the one who attacked him, and because Shawn Michaels was recovering from his back, and the whole story was his back, and it was brutal. I
Right.
remember as a kid just being like, "Oh my God, he's never gonna wrestle again!" Like, I was so like, And even after Shawn Michaels won that, Triple H he killed him after that match. Like, he brutalized him, like gave him so many backbreakers on the chair, and it was wild.
Yep.
This was damn near that. I mean, the level of brutality that these guys did, uh, him throwing Sami Zayn off the double tables,
Oh,
like, and yeah, man. And then Kevin Owens
yeah. You
getting
said
so
that.
mad, knocking
Yeah.
out the referees.
Oh, I forgot about that. But yeah, then that barbed wire chair did look pretty cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I was shocked when he brought that out. I was like, "Holy shit!" when he brought that out. But yeah, I was end up just I was like, "Man, Owens is just wild. He's wild, and I love it. I'm loving this. They need to put the title on this guy. Like, he needs to go to Raw and take that title from whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's so many people deserving of the title. It's WWE stacked right now, but like
Yeah.
him, like Drew McIntyre, obviously CM Punk. Evie, I mean, it can be argued now Seth Rollins' ass has gotten over the edge where now he is just insane. But I guess we can close this unsanctioned match with Randy Orton returning.
Right.
And him all I was like, is he gonna punt him? I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
he wanted to.
Yeah, yeah. And he ran in, it was stopped. So it seems like it's looking like maybe Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Uh thinking. And what do you feel about this WrestleMania? Are you liking the card setup? Like everybody, I've been hearing everybody saying, "Oh, this seems average." I mean, obviously, The Rock came last year, kind of blew the whole thing up. But it's like if we're just talking about pure like wrestlers, I feel like it's kind of a solid card.
Solid now, yeah, especially with the whole heel turn thing. That's going to make it a little more interesting. But yeah, I mean, I see solid. I don't see nothing wrong with it. The
Yeah, I
card
think
is
a
gonna
lot of
sit
people,
still building. It's not even the full card yet either.
yeah, a lot of people probably mad because Jey Uso facing Gunther.
Yeah,
Yeet.
again, no.
Yeah, again, yeah, that is true. Okay, so the men's elimination chamber. Um, we had Logan Paul, CM Punk, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest. I have no idea why this guy was in there. Like, I'm a fan of Damian Priest, but it was just like, come on now, LA Knight could have filled your position. Like, you know what I'm saying? He
Damn.
would have. Like, and again, I like Damian Priest. Like, I like the. That sucks that I don't know his name. Karrion Cross. I
Okay.
I like Damian Priest like I like Karrion Cross, but obviously Priest is way more over. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
he is mild over at best, like especially since just going to SmackDown, so he got to get his foot in and fitting in
That's
there.
that's why they did it. They took a former champion and new in SmackDown. They didn't want to just put him in the bottom, so they try to keep him
Yeah,
up there. That's
I
the
would have
main
rather
reason they
LA
did that.
LA Knight. Oh wow, 10 minutes
I'm,
left.
I'm not a fan of LA. Like,
Okay. You know
I
what? That could maybe be for a part two discussion or something. I'm not saying today, but in general, you can give me your wrestling hot takes. I guess that's what the young kids call them, right?
the young
Uh,
kids. No.
but so we get to the men's elimination chamber. Damian Priest, I believe, is eliminated. No, I'm sorry. Uh, Drew McIntyre is eliminated first because he claymores John Cena. And at that moment, I was like, is this just gonna be one hit or quitter pin him? But he didn't. He wanted to
Yeah.
rub it in his face, as Drew McIntyre does. Loses track of the ball. Damian Priest gets him with the legendary and what is it, undefeated roll up, and and costs Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre gets pissed. He gives Damian Priest a claymore, and then obviously, oh boy, Logan Paul, frog splash, boom, he's out. Logan Paul gets eliminated by CM Punk. Go to sleep. Then it's just the three. And Seth Rollins, and I do appreciate the handshakes and hugs by John Cena and CM Punk. It's like this is kind of the last time. This is potentially the last time. So they hugged it out and everything, and they eliminated Seth Rollins after that with a curb stomp, not a curb stomp, with a go to sleep and an AA. Um, and there had been plenty of times where I thought CM Punk was done. I will say he was taking most of the near falls in this elimination chamber. And there was one point when Cena gave him the AAA, I was like, oh, it's over. And then he kicked out. I was like, yeah, percentage increasing. You know what I'm saying? And I am, you know what I'm saying? I am sitting here in Chicago this morning screaming at like 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, come on, CM Punk, come on. Like, we got this. We got this. The story is there. And then CM Punk is on the ropes, and that son of a bitch,
Seth
Seth Rollins,
freaking
fucking curb
Rollins.
stumps him on the
Seth
stick.
freaking Rollins.
And I see Cena at this point. Cena's looking, and I'm like, he gonna do the right thing. He's going to wait. And that was the moment where I was like,
Huh.
interesting, increased by 2%. I was like, what's going on here? He puts him in the AA. He's out. Rings the bell. And if you got to lose anyway like that, I totally respect the end of the way they did that. Maybe it's going to be CM Punk and Seth again at WrestleMania, which will be another banger. It's going to be another good match. But once again, CM Punk, WrestleMania. How many years he got left? How healthy can he stay for now? Yet another chance next year to main event WrestleMania. It did hurt. I understand he feels the way he does about the chase, but as a fan, I want to see the guy main event WrestleMania. But it is what it is. John Cena wins. And then we already talked about I'm gonna get me a John. I'm gonna get me a John. The last time is now. I'm getting me one. Uh, and the rest is history. So we already talked about the whole John Cena Cody Rhodes thing. That was wild.
Yep.
We just got to see where it goes. Is there any more pay-per-views before? Is it
I,
WrestleMania next?
I believe WrestleMania is next. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, man. You want to go to Vegas? You want to take a car trip? That shit. My auntie, she owns. I think she owns a condo out there. And she always be going on them carnival vacations. So she may be gone, and you know,
I
she got a pool and everything. I heard that
remember
shit is
that.
wildly pricey.
I bet.
Like, Endeavor, they ain't pulling no punches. Every fucking PLE, they be like, this is the biggest opening gate. Like, yeah, we're paying more. Yeah. Like, you should be saying that shit in your board, not to the crowd, my dude.
Right.
But
Jesus.
other than that, man, I ain't got nothing else for you. Other than
Happy New Year? No.
I love you.
Whoa, no. I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Melvin Banks.
And this is Ito,
We are the
the
Carbonation
Carbonation
Conversation.
Conversation.
Dang. I don't know if it was a delay. See, we can't get that right. It's like we need that direct internet connection to be able to say it at once and shit now. It's weird. But don't drink and drive.
Drink and vibe.
Peace.